let's watch some small video, and so that we can comment. Let's watch this video, some few minutes. Let's watch this video. How? How are you telling me this? Hey, hey.
You know, I'm curious, Caitlin, you said it's your first Knicks game, but I know you watch the league, you love ball, like you just watch the game. Is there a player or someone you watch even more specifically because there's things in his game maybe you would want to add to yours in the league?
Man, I think Luka. I mean, Luka's amazing and he's incredible. I think the way he can not only score the ball, but also the way he passes. And I think the thing about him is, like, he's not the fastest, he's not the most athletic, but he can get his defender to move where he wants him to go, and he takes up that space, and he does a really good job of either keeping the defender behind him or keeping him to the side. So I think that's something I can certainly learn from. Like, I always kind of want to run away from the defense rather than absorbing the contact and taking up the space that they give me. So I think, obviously, he's pretty incredible. He averages like a 30-point triple-double, so he makes it look pretty easy, but I can promise you it's not that easy.
Yeah, he is coming off a triple-double. You got that right in the last game. I'm just curious now, 2 years into the professional career, year 3, the evolution of Caitlin Clark's game is what?
It's funny because I was just looking back at some old videos from when I was at Iowa, and like I can just tell how much my body's changed, but I think in a good way. Like, you have to be stronger. It's a much more physical league. So I think that, and then obviously I only appeared in 13 games last year. So more than anything, I'm just itching to get back out on the court and kind of feel like myself again. And I've been putting in a lot of hard work, and I got USA basketball coming up, so looking forward to that too.
Yeah, I was happy to see you. Yes,
yes sir, Reg knows.
Caitlin, I'm just curious because you said that this moment right now is one of the biggest moments the WNBA has ever seen. Looking forward into the future, what would you like to see happen as you come to a negotiation?
Well, honestly, I don't think it's just a big moment for the WNBA. I think all of women's sports, I think this is one of the biggest moments we've ever had. So, I feel very confident that we're going to get something done, and that's because we're in this moment because of the product we put on the floor. So we need to be able to continue to do that, and I know everybody's working really hard. There's a meeting tomorrow that's super important, and I truly do believe we're going to get something done here in the next couple weeks. But like you said, I mean, there's a lot of boxes that we still need to check. We've added two new teams. I mean, there's going to be more players than ever, and then we have to get into free agency, then have a normal draft as well. So there's a lot of things left to do, but I really do feel confident that both sides are going to reach a deal here soon.
Yeah, draft slated for April 13th, but the growth of the league has been so much. I mean, can you just help us to understand the transition this league is going on right now?
I mean, it's incredible, and I remember my first WNBA game when I was a young girl. I went to the Minnesota Lynx when they had their dynasty with Maya Moore, and they were playing the Seattle Storm, and now basically any arena you go to, it's sold out. We're adding 2 teams. We're up to 14 now, and then hopefully getting to 18 in the next couple years. So, business is booming, and that's a really good thing, and we kind of just got to keep meeting the moment. The talent's getting better and better. You see it at the college level coming into the professional game, too. So I feel very fortunate, and hopefully I have a long career ahead of me as well.
Well, just know that the league's fortunate to have you, a transcendent piece of growing the game. We appreciate you just joining us on Basketball Night in America.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you
now I get to enjoy this. I mean, what's better, MSG, Sunday night?
You can put your slippers
LeBron
back on
James,
if you
let's
want.
go.
Let's go. Hey, guess what? Hey, I know it's gonna come back. She's not gonna put the mic down forever. March 29th, she's back with us in OKC, but now she gets to go and enjoy the Knicks games, and we're happy for her. She's not the only celeb that's here, though, by the way.
Cup for hair. I like the cup for hair. Cup for hair. Cup for hair.
How can you leave something good and you go for something so bad? You must be having a problem.
We're not worried as the players. If I'm going to be frank and honest and transparent, we're not worried. All the power is in our hands. We have never had a moment like this where there's been so much momentum, where there's been so much investment, demand of our sports. And I'm just kind of upset, frustrated, all of us. And in a lot of ways, just disgusted with the W and how they're handling this and their lack of value, their lack of worth for us, their lack of even trying to attempt to move the needle with us. Like, we know what is on the horizon. We know in 2 years our TV deal is up and there's a new TV deal that's gonna come that they're not even putting on the table for us. The percentages, if we actually told you the percentages of what they're giving, that they're like sending to us, it would absolutely piss y'all off. So like, just know when we are standing firm in our feet and 10 toes down, there is a reason, and we will not move until y'all move. So I'm gonna look directly into the camera too. We will not fucking move until y'all move. And it would be the worst business decision of any business to not literally pay the players that make your business go. Without us, there is no W season. So the pressure is on the WNBA, on Kathy, on Adam, on everyone that is in that front office. You do your job, negotiate, and pay your people, your players, your workers. And this is like a major corporation thing here in our country right now. So, man, pay the people that make your shit go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jason.
We're going to the meeting. You don't understand?
Being on this side with Unrivaled, I know what it takes to run a sustainable business. So I think if they can't find a model that makes it happen, they need to put people in place who can, because we've proven that it is possible. There is a way, and we're thriving in that. And so I do think a deal's going to get done, but we're standing firm in what we believe in. We're not going to back down, and we can't take less. The sport has just grown too much. It would be a disservice to the people who came before us, to the work that we put in, to take less than what we're owed.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
He says that your special offer is in the case, and he is saying he wants you to open the case.
All right, I can do that. We need some help. Be careful. Please don't come over here. I told you he was a snake. I told you.
Wait. The offer is $124,000.
No, I would not dare take an offer where there are snakes in the case. No.
Well, let me ask you. Was that a deal or no deal?
No, it's a deal.
What a fool!
Oh my God! Wait. Oh. Oh my God! Why y'all put that stuff in
You they done took you to night water.
Oh.
They reading? Who they reading?
It's nothing to be on baby read about.
Really? You have been very foolish. I'm just going to keep talking until you talk back. All these people will know our business. Okay then.
The shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right, they attach to the basic human emotion of anger.
That's what you owe us, dead ass.
I owe you a pay cut. Y'all been in the red since '97.
You know what? 100K, not that bad. I'm here to get paid what I deserve.
All right. The WNBA lost $40 million last year, so each player will take a $278,000 pay cut so we can repay our debt.
Chicago Sky, it looks like you do.
I have never heard of this group. I have never heard of this.
You've never heard of Sky basketball, the women's team?
No.
You know they won the championship, right?
No.
You didn't know that? Well, now you do.
No, I do, but I still don't really know anything else.
All right, do you know who the Sky is playing today?
No.
What are you looking forward to today with this group?
The buffet.
Enough is enough! Enough is enough! Hey, shut up!
There's been a lot of conversation lately around athletes and using their voices. Do you think it's important for athletes to use their voices? The WNBA has always led in that area, but do you think it's something that they should do?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think a lot of times people try to put us in boxes and say we can only be athletes and we can only perform and use our platform on the court.
Because you cannot do basic 1+1. You are here breathing heavy like a dog. Think about your life. You are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it. You know you cannot make it. You need to be cutting grass, making this place fresh for the actual footballers that want to use this place. You are tired, you are here. What have you done? Useless. Me with my pregnancy, I'm better than you. Idiots.
Last time the Xfinity Center had this many people in attendance was in 1999 for the Backstreet Boys concert. A women's basketball league, not even the WNBA, not even the professional league, but Unrivaled, just broke that attendance record. Like, I don't think we're understanding just how insane this is. No Sixers game has ever touched this level of attendance, the closest being the 1998 Sixers versus Chicago Bulls game. Mind you, this was a one-night only game for Unrivaled. Their arena and games are in Miami, but this year they introduced one out-of-season game and they played it in Philly. I also think it's important to note that this is Unrivaled's second season. Like, they started last year. Last January was their inaugural season. So if there's any question, any doubt on whether or not people are watching women's sports, whether it has the hype, whether or not women's sports fans are willing to spend money, travel, like, I know so many people who went to this game. My biggest regret already is that I did not go. But if this tells you anything about the hype, the energy, and the enthusiasm that women's basketball fans have for Unrivaled, have for women's basketball, then this should make you realize that women's sports are not growing. Okay, women's sports have grown. I cannot get over this.
They're crazy. They're mad.
Let's talk about the WNBA, because for the last week I've been researching how players do and don't make money. First, we'll zoom out and look at the league as a whole, with this top chart showing average attendance per game hitting a new record in 2025. Below that, the average TV viewership followed the same path, also hitting all-time highs. And down here, these dots show how the league's grown from just 8 teams in 1997 to 13 today, and slated to reach 18 by 2030. But here's where the business side interacts with the growth. You see, everything that shapes players' deals, their salaries, benefits, and even travel rules comes from one document, the Collective Bargaining Agreement, or CBA, which is renegotiated every few years between players and owners, with the last one signed in 2020. In the men's agreement in the NBA, players earn roughly half of the league's total revenue, so pay rises as business grows. But in the WNBA, salaries are locked in for the life of the deal. You can see that on this chart here, with minimum contracts starting at $57,000 in 2020 and maximum at $185,000, with both increasing by a set 3% per season until the deal expires in 2027. There is technically a revenue sharing clause, but it's complicated, so bear with me as we map it out here. Back in 2020, the league set a baseline revenue target for the entire league to hit, let's say around $50 million in central revenue. Each year after that, the target increases by 20%. Then they add all these up cumulatively as one big target per year, and if at any point the league's actual cumulative revenue here in orange were to surpass that target in a given year, revenue sharing is triggered, and here's how that works. Say, for example, the revenue sharing is triggered that year, and the league earned $150 million, about $50 million above a $100 million target. Only that $50 million here in orange would be eligible for sharing, and 30% goes to fees. They split it with the owners, and then the players' share gets split in half again, with part going to a joint marketing effort and the other going to cash bonuses. Now, between these compounding targets and the lost growth from a COVID season, those thresholds have been almost impossible to hit, which is a big reason the players have opted out of the current CBA early, as they want and deserve to get a bigger piece of the pie. With everything we hear, one thing that's important to remember is that this wasn't a bad deal when it was signed. If we look back at these charts before 2019, league growth had been flat for a while. Nobody could have predicted what came next, with the Caitlin Clark effect, Asia Wilson and the Aces dynasty, and rivalries that have made the WNBA a cultural force. That CBA was a big step forward for its time, but it wasn't built for this kind of growth, and now we're working towards a deal that fits the modern WNBA, one ready for its next era. Follow for more sports data visualizations.